train a-comin', it's rolling down the line, bringing justice slowly, but Lord, it's right on time. There's a man with a camera and a mean old grin, cashing in on strangers, making money off their sin. He walks through towns with laughter, my kid in his vest, looking for the broken, calling shame a funny jest. He edits pain for dollars and plays it all for clicks. His soul grows cold and hollow while the crowd just gets its fix. But that train keeps on coming, yeah, it whistles through the dust, and deep down in the shadows, it's coming for the unjust. You can't buy off redemption, no matter what you say. That train's gonna find you, and it'll haul your pride away. He found a man just weeping on the corner of the street, posted it for profit, called it failure on repeat. The man's whole life laid bare there for the world to scorn and jeer, while the YouTuber just laughed and sipped his fame-fed beer. He said, ain't my fault they're weak, I'm just telling what I see. But the devil don't do mercy, and neither does the plea. He mocked the lost and lonely, he made their tears a trend. But karma rolls like thunder, and the line comes to an end. Now that train keeps on coming, and you can hear it moan. It's bringing chains and shackles, it's coming for his throne. No camera crew behind him, just bars and concrete grade. That train just kept on coming, and it took his fame away. Yeah, the lights are gone in silence, the subs have all moved on. The channel's dead and buried, like the pride he once leaned on. I hear that lonesome whistle, it's singing just as true. That train keeps on rolling, and it's coming after you. Yeah.
Alrighty then, let's go ahead and see if that, oh, there's that static again. Not much I can do about it right now. I've tried to play with it, it's a fucking switch, I'm pretty sure. Only thing I can do is just change it back to the other microphone that wants to buzz, you know. Let's see here. Yeah, that's bad, isn't it? Let's see what I can do about that real quick. Grab the other microphone. It doesn't do that with the other microphone, but the other microphone does have a ground problem somewhere in it too. Hold on. Oh jeez. Can't see a thing. Hold on. There it is. Try this one. But again, like I said, we may get rid of the static, but then we have another problem. You just got to make sure it doesn't touch the, nothing touch. How's that? Hello, 1, 2. Might turn it up. No, there ain't nothing to turn up. I can turn this up. All right, how about that? Let's check it. Oh yeah, nice hum. There we go. See what I mean about the hum? But it's there. And now we are connected. Let's go ahead and get rid of some of that high. Bring up some of the mid. There we go. How's that? That should be okay. All right then. Anyway, what's happening? Yeah, I've been busy today, man. Ever since I woke up, trying to get my mind around it. Seems that he wants to play hide and seek or something like that. I'm not sure what that's about, but we'll figure it out later. Come Tuesday, it won't matter, I hope. So, at any rate, I've come up with all of the things that are just, I mean, this list is just off the hook, but I've got it down to, let's see, 27 problems here. So let's go ahead and play that, and we'll see what happens. If you want to do anything other than listen to this, let me know. I'll start up StreamYards. I shouldn't be the only one doing this, by the way. And it seems like I am, but that's okay. You know, I've followed through on projects before. I'm not giving this up.
Acknowledged, Rex. You're absolutely right to seize on that. If Robert Thayer and his associates are identifying themselves as vigilantes, that confirms their intent to act outside the law, in defiance of due process, and as self-appointed enforcers, which undermines any defense that their conduct was accidental, innocent, or misunderstood. Revised court-ready contempt summary, draft paragraph numbered. Case No. 2025 C-129, Rex A. Fredrickson v. Robert Thayer. Purpose: summary of conduct demonstrating civil contempt and willful violation of the TR. Supplemental evidence: esclavigilantism and unjust enrichment. Since the issuance of the temporary restraining order on February 28, 2025, defendant Robert Thayer has continued to act in coordinated defiance of the court's directives. His behavior has not de-escalated, but has grown more erratic, confrontational, and deliberate. 17. The defendant, along with co-defendant David Archbell, has repeatedly self-identified as a vigilante, publicly embracing this label in live streams and commentary. By doing so, they admit to acting outside the law, pursuing individuals they accuse without lawful authority, and attempting to justify their harassment as extrajudicial enforcement. This admission removes ambiguity. The defendant does not deny his intent to target the plaintiff. He instead frames it as his right or duty. This mindset reflects a continued disregard for legal process and a willingness to violate court orders under a false moral pretense. 19. In live streams posted after the TRO was served, defendant Thayer not only mocked the court's order, but actively discussed how to evade it, including proposals for drone surveillance to bypass the 100-yard restriction. Defendant Thayer also named 3 third-party online personalities, A Balance, the Dunning-Kruger Effect, and Cheeky Monkey, stating his intent to pass the puck to them, effectively deputizing them to continue the very conduct restrained by this court. Subsequent activity by those individuals, including new content targeting the plaintiff and contacts with members of his personal and professional network, supports a finding of coordinated proxy harassment. Title 22. Most recently, plaintiff has obtained screenshots confirming that Cheeky Monkey contacted Robert Morningstar, a known member of the plaintiff's volunteer network. This outreach occurred after the TRO was issued and supports the pattern of targeting individuals close to the plaintiff. 23. Defendant Thayer's conduct is not accidental, sporadic, or limited to digital speech. In a separate out-of-state incident, he appeared in person to confront another individual, Tonic, while live streaming threats, making doxing statements, and expressing a desire for physical violence. This reflects an escalating and real-world application of the same mindset shown in his online behavior. 24. The plaintiff has identified donation links, including Cash App and PayPal, associated with defendant Thayer and/or Archbell, promoted during these live streams. These links were made visible in connection with streams targeting the plaintiff and others. Based on the available evidence, it is clear that defendants have solicited financial support in parallel with the restrained conduct. Gotta check. 25. While the plaintiff does not allege platform monetization, the combination of coordinated harassment and financial solicitation supports a claim of unjust enrichment. The defendant's conduct generated notoriety and engagement during which they solicited and received financial support. This value was derived from conduct the court has found to be unlawful. 26. The plaintiff asserts that defendant Robert Thayer's self-described vigilante behavior, financial exploitation of targeted harassment, and continued disregard for judicial authority constitute a pattern of contempt. His actions show a clear likelihood of continued violation and retaliation. Thayer, 27. Plaintiff seeks judicial recognition that the TRO has proven insufficient and that escalation in response, including evidentiary sanctions and enforcement actions, is both justified and necessary. Would you like this version? Attached to the motion to show cause as a new section, filed as a supplemental affidavit, or used in your closing courtroom presentation.
So, again, do not let ChatGPT write your stuff, okay? Every paragraph here that's numbered was here, hold on, it's not the complete thing. It's been written by me. Let's get this all back in here. It'll take a second. But hey, like I said, you know, I mean, everyone else is enjoying their Easter. I could be taking the dog out, and I'm sure his opinion is today was built for Frisbees. And that's being interrupted again. I actually have to sit down and do this work. And I think it sucks. I think for anybody, in order to interfere with someone's life at this level, is the lowest piece of crap on the planet. So, I mean, that's what, my opinion? No, I think that would be anybody's. Anybody who goes out and makes false accusations the way that they have, okay, getting anyone in trouble. Plausible. Oh yeah, it's plausible, but there's no evidence to support it. That means that they can coordinate and try to set me up, complete lies, and they actually show this intent in order to do so. So yeah, I think it's a serious trouble. That's a little bit better. Let's see here. Yeah, much better. But in order to keep track of the different points and stuff like that, you may have to keep a master's list when you're using ChatGPT. You're going to keep a master's list at all times. And after you get a master list of what you need to make a file of that and then resubmit that into ChatGPT so it has all the facts, because it'll forget things. Analyzing the entire conversation, stuff
Absolutely,
like that.
Rex.
It starts
Below
making
is
up
your
things.
complete court-ready contempt summary, structured in numbered paragraphs 1 to 27 for internal referencing and courtroom use. Contempt summary. Robert Thayer, full version, paragraph number draft. Case, Rex A. Fredrickson, Robert Thayer. Case No. 2025 C129, Court, Larimer
Is it, or
County
is it
District
30?
Court. Purpose, summary of conduct demonstrating civil contempt and willful violation of TRO. TRO issued and acknowledged. 1. On February 28, 2025, this court issued a temporary restraining order against Robert Thayer due to sustained harassment, menacing, menacing defamation and surveillance of plaintiff Rex A. Fredrickson. 2. Defendant Robert Thayer was formally served with the TRO in person at the courthouse. The same day, he appeared in a live stream in which he acknowledged being served. 2. Immediate violations. 3. Within hours of service, the defendant and co-defendant David Archbell published a live stream mocking the TRO and discussing how to evade its restrictions. During this live stream, defendant Thayer proposed using a drone to surveil the plaintiff from outside the 100-yard restriction zone, directly undermining the spirit and intent of the court's order. 3. Coordinated proxy harassment. 5. In the same live stream, defendant Thayer identified 3 online personalities, A Balance, the Dunning-Kruger Effect, and Cheeky Monkey, stating his intent to pass the puck to them, signaling that they would continue the public targeting of the plaintiff. 6. All 3 individuals later engaged in commentary or content referencing the plaintiff in a manner consistent with the defendant's prior conduct. Plaintiff has additionally obtained evidence that Cheeky Monkey contacted Robert Morningstar, a known associate in plaintiff's volunteer media network, thereby expanding the reach of the harassment to plaintiff's extended affiliations. Ivui, violations, targeting, plaintiff's household. 8. Defendant Thayer also produced a video accusing Thomas Shrub, a member of the plaintiff's household or business, of involvement in the kidnapping and death of a young girl. 9. This accusation was false and defamatory. The case in question had already been resolved with a known perpetrator, Brian Dugan, convicted and serving a life sentence in Illinois. 10. The defendant's video misled viewers into believing that Thomas Shrubba was still a suspect in an open case and used that narrative to further defame plaintiff's circle. V. Evidence suppression obstruction. 11. Following the plaintiff's efforts to compile and reference these videos in legal filings, defendant Thayer removed multiple key videos from public view. 12. The plaintiff has recovered some of the removed content and preserved screenshots, video URLs, and file names as evidence of their existence and subsequent deletion. 13. Additionally, defendant Thayer filed a copyright strike via the DMCA process, which directly interfered with the plaintiff's ability to present evidence to the court. This action appears calculated to suppress or destroy key evidence, not as legitimate copyright enforcement, given that the videos were self-published by the defendant and were being used for court proceedings under the fair use doctrine. Self-identification as a vigilante. 15. Defendant Thayer, along with co-defendant Archbell, has self-identified in public forums and live streams as a vigilante, a term indicating one who acts outside legal authority to enforce perceived justice. This admission demonstrates that the defendant does not view the court's order as binding, but rather as an obstacle to what he perceives as a moral or personal mission. 17. Embracing the role of a vigilante directly confirms that the defendant's conduct is not accidental or unknowing, but willful, organized, and ideologically motivated. Escalating behavior, tonic incident. In a separate incident involving an individual known as Tonic, defendant Thayer traveled across state lines and live-streamed a confrontation in which he made threats, doxed the individual's address, and expressed a desire for physical violence. 19. Though not directed at the plaintiff, this incident demonstrates an ongoing pattern of aggression, disregard for boundaries, and unlawful behavior that supports plaintiff's argument that the TRO has failed to curb defendant's conduct. Financial solicitation and unjust enrichment. 20. Defendant Thayer and co-defendant Archbell have promoted Cash App and PayPal donation links during live streams that contain reference or glorify conduct that is the subject of this contempt proceeding. 21. These donation links are public, repeated, and coordinated between the two defendants, who share platform space, content strategy, and promotion of their broadcasts. While no direct YouTube monetization is alleged, these financial solicitations occurred in tandem with the production and dissemination of harassing content. 23. The pattern constitutes unjust enrichment, wherein the defendants generated financial benefit from content that simultaneously violated a standing court order and targeted the plaintiff's safety, dignity, and reputation. IX for court intervention. 24. Defendant Thayer's behavior has escalated since the issuance of the TRO and has included proxy harassment, threats against third parties, financial exploitation of restrained conduct, and overt statements of disregard for judicial authority. 25. The evidence supports a finding of willful and knowing contempt of this court's order. 26. The plaintiff respectfully asserts that these actions, individually and collectively, show that the TRO has proven insufficient to protect against continued harm, and that the defendant is likely to continue this behavior without further legal intervention. 27. The plaintiff requests that the court take judicial notice of the defendant's public posture as a vigilante and impose sanctions appropriate to the seriousness of these repeated and coordinated violations.
Yeah?
Ready for filing as a supplemental statement or affidavit, integration into a motion to enforce or extend protection, use as a script for in-court presentation. Let me know how you'd like it delivered. Word doc, PDF, formatted affidavit, etc., and I'll finalize it accordingly.
I thought I had something here and I don't. That sucks. Okay, that'll still hold until later today. But let's see here. Okay, this is David's submission. That's the wrong one. I think that's about it. Nobody want to say anything? Anybody out there? Let's see. Nope, that's fine. Thing of it is, you guys can see each step that it takes in order to be able to get this done. Have a good one. Your God be with you, folks. Yeah, should we have a song before we leave? Sure, why not? Let's see. Here's a flubber version nobody, I think, heard.
Flubber wakes up with the sunshine glow, throws on his kicks and he's ready to go. Skateboard rolling, cruising so free, smiling at the world saying come with me. He's got no worries, he's got no doubt, spreading good vibes, spinning all around. Life's a ramp, he's got the speed, riding high on the land of the free. Flubber rolls, flubber flies, skating through the open skies. Every stranger turns to friend, with a high five and a laugh again. He's got dreams, he's got style, rolling through life with the biggest smile. Venice Beach to New York streets, skating past the neon beats, chasing sunsets, chasing thrills, living free just for the feel. Kickflip dreams and an ollie of hope, never slows down, never says nope. Life's a ride, he takes it fast, making memories that always last. Flubber rolls, flubber flies, skating through the open skies. Every stranger turns to friend, with a high five and a laugh again. He's got dreams, he's got
Why not?
Well, I sit real quiet in the corner booth, tuned in sharp to the evening news. They say what they want, but I hear what's real. Slick tight suits cutting secret deals. The anchors smile, but their hands ain't clean. Turn the volume up, hear the in-between. They spin their tails, they sell their show, but this little mouse knows what they don't want told. Yeah, I got a bullhorn, I got the truth. Yeah, I know what they say in the shadow booth. Flashing cameras, bright white lies. Careful now, I see behind your eyes. Now breaking live on WBU. Gotta run his walk 9, broadcasting truth. You beware, mouse, I hear it all. Every little whisper in the media halls. Printed
Let's see what else we got. Go back one. Oh no! We gotta go rewind everything. Is there anything? There we go. Yeah, it's still only the 4 though, isn't it? There we go. That's better. Come on, how do I... It's not all of them. I don't like country.
Well, sitting real quiet in the corner booth, tuned in sharp to the evening news. They say what they want, but I hear what's real. Slick tight suits cutting secret deals. The anchors smile, but their hands ain't clean. Turn the volume up, hear the in-between. They spin their tails, they sell their show, but this the little mouse knows what they don't want told. I got a bullhorn, I got the truth. So know what they say in the shadow booth. Flashing cameras, bright white lights. Careful now, I see behind your eyes. Beware, mouse, I hear it all.
Let's try this one. It's probably country again though. Yeah, let's try this one. Still twangy, ain't it? Too twangy, man. And that one just doesn't do it. Let's see here, let's go back another one. That might be a little better.
Well, I sit real quiet in the corner booth, tuned in sharp to the evening news. They say what they want, but I hear what's real. Slick tight suits,
Hey, I like that one.
The anchors smile, but their hands ain't clean. Turn the volume up, hear the in-between. They spin their tails, they sell their show, but this little mouse knows what they don't want told.
Yeah, that's a lot better.
I got a bullhorn, I got the truth. I know what they say in the shadow booth. Flashing cameras, bright white lights. You're careful now, I see behind your eyes. But beware, mouse, I hear it all. Every little whisper in the media halls. Printing headlines, twisting facts. Hope you're ready when the truth bites back. But they cut the tape, they edit the scene. Make you see only
this one. Let's try this one. Oh, a little bit of more Exodus kind of a thing? Okay. Let's try this one.
Well, I sit real quiet in the corner booth, tuned in sharp to the evening news. They say what they want, but
Yeah, it was pretty generic. Nope. Yeah, still the same breakdown though. Let's try a different one. I'm just going through everything I've done, man. I mean, sometimes, you know, it takes more than one try. Yeah, pretty generic. I need to use prompt mode more often. But that's okay. Hey, I had fun. You all have a good one. Had a little bit of a break. Shared some work for you.